Hello everybody and welcome into some Monday Night Valorant. I am Cairo, joined by the wonderful Hazza. This is going to be a very quick intro as we are just about ready to get into game, Hazza.
Yeah, that we are. I'm very happy to be back. Feels like we've been here before, but I'm ready to do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. I'm ready for this. I mean, every Monday night we get back in to watch some great teams, and we've got two teams coming straight up that we can introduce very shortly as we get into game.
That we do. Dunwoody Hawks Varsity and North Park Vikings, both teams that have a 5-0 flawless record. Only one of them can walk away with that and make it 6-0 by the end of this one. And it seems as if Dunwoody Hawks have left absolutely no time to waste here in terms of building up that advantage. They're up 3 rounds to 1, and well, we are on Ascent as our first map, something that we had touched upon, in previous times on the desk, I suppose you could say. And it is that Ascent is one of those maps that can be very 50-50. Lots of teams very comfortable on it. So winning out here will bolster the chances of one of the teams walking away with a result, especially when we consider who picked it. Not too sure, but yeah, always a big thing to be focusing on.
Yeah, well, the way that things are going at this moment in time, Hazard, we can somehow make a guess at what is going on in terms of the fact that, just unfortunately not able to pick up Song. Seems as if we have got North Park Vikings on a bit of an eco. The Marshall already firing shots, so towards that short area, Astwin's thinking about maybe lurking in.
It's important to note here as well, Dunwoody Hawks yet to drop a map, so this would be the first time if that happens, and it doesn't look as if North Park Vikings are whittling away, because instead the Vandal there comes through and finds a nice shot into mid. You're seeing they're playing this defense very reserved, with those deep line sidelines all the way back, and the stubble up into the short, which has already found a couple kills back.
Damage, and Chewick finds on towards Inspire. It is looking like Barry was just trying to do some damage, but not anymore. Already trying to find this Omen. Going to use the From the Shadows, teleporting all the way on towards the B site. Spike going to be planted. 1 versus 3 already. The util being sent that way. Does have a Vandal to do the work, but 20 HP makes this Marshall seem like an op, but misses the first shot. Second maybe to do the business, but no. 0-point knife now, just misses out on the Omen, still has that utility up, but not for any longer. Jello finds it, and that will be another round towards the Dunwoody Hawks Varsity.
Yeah, and I believe it is Dunwoody Hawks that are on the defense. I'm looking at the map veto here, and it says that Dunwoody Hawks have picked into this map, but it says they're starting on the attacking side. Not sure if that's necessarily true or not. We're going to just run with it and assume that it is Dunwoody Hawks that are defenders here. And the next map should be Haven, and if we go the distance, it'll end up on Pearl. So that is the rough analysis of just trying to break apart what it is we have so far.
Yeah, sorry, it is North Park Vikings on the defence right now.
Is
Jello, obviously. Yes, it is. Jello 7-1.
Okay,
Mikio doing very well here. North Park Vikings just continuing to... Oh, no, Phoenix. That's a lovely combo to come through and Inspire. Using out Hazza that stimmy just to get themselves in towards shot and into a more defensible position.
Yeah, a little bit of investigative work from us there, just to remind you all that, yes, it is in fact North Park Vikings that are starting on the defenders' side. So, doing a good job at making it difficult for Dunwoody Hawks. Both these teams 5-0, an early test for them here. And as the trades come through, that's both of the Duelist players already off of the board. Both teams with the double initiator combo of Sova and KO, so they'll look to try and grab some back for themselves as they are rallying this move through towards B main.
Nice little wonderful dart. Oh, the double bounce, unfortunately not working out, but the information's here in terms of there is some presence destroying the dart. As the knife goes through though, just hits in towards stairs, and Vic's crew finding Ditto elsewhere. That was on towards main, I believe. No, it wasn't. It was all walking out of catwalk on towards main or B. They're going to have to either push in or push out. Lovely divide and conquer approach there by using the orbital strike, but nobody getting found out, nobody watching that main position. Sova firing off shot darts. Look at this time, Hazza.
seeing here, AZ Twins able to punish the overpeak, but there's barely any time left. Chewy getting another kill. Still one more player left on the site. Quickly dismantled and taken out. Inspire falls, and now it's a 1 versus 2.
KJ coming back in here. Fix crew, the one to do it. The Eldron in pocket of Chewy, and here it comes out, gives away, doesn't get the ping though, but certainly knows that the Sova is backside as all the utility comes through. Just Fix crew think about potentially where the Omen could be, as they haven't given away their spot just yet. But well, there's the 2 players remain at the backside. They will be playing to play off one another. There goes the Omen. Sova yet to swing. Here comes an Atlas just to deny the angle, but they push out of it, and Chewy wins. There we are, Dunwoody Hawks Varsity able to win out their second.
Yeah, and this is really nice to see. It's a second round in a row. Not quite breaking the trend just yet, but rather sticking to it, as North Park Vikings, the defending team, yet again, have to just remind you, are the ones to have found 2 rounds in the bounce every single time. Now forced on towards an eco, and that means that it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to try and find this one here. In terms of ultimates, you have the null command and the lockdown, but both are more reactive into a retake. And like you said, once those crossfires are established on the better weapons, you do favour Dunwoody Hawks to North Park Vikings. I'm so confused at this point, but I think you get the idea, right?
Oh, 100%. It's easy to get distracted, and as we see, invested in towards the B site. Nice no command as well, but that is actually from the attacker side, not the defender's side. They clear out blood, massive. Rocket just being that propeller on towards the team to get them forward as a looker in towards mid. You don't worry about though that being the over, a couple of bullets being racketed off that door. Waiting to go through. Rocket holds the angle. Curveball not quite finding though, and goes through the wall. Not what you want. Chewy and Saber getting on the map, and now Inspire on a late flank. Not going to get anything from this. Just the last play of the brim, and gets found out.
So one final kill and a flawless round, like you said in the end there. Very nicely done by the attacking team, navigating the map as you should, and going up against the eco, knowing exactly what is required of you in terms of just clearing out all of the space. Good mid presence as well, just constantly keeping their foot on the gas pedal. And yeah, that's something I think teams can often neglect, taking mid control, which is very important. You look at the setup here on the defending side from North Park Vikings as well, constantly that Killjoy alarm bot towards Pizza, and if you're not dealing with it, it means that they don't have to worry and can, you know, force those rotates to be a little heavier. Inspire heavy on the trigger and finds Rocket almost immediately.
Here.
Yeah, of course. And we're seeing similar setups come through every single round. And Sober player on B, always good to try and collect some information there where possible, because as soon as you're out in the site, at risk, and A being the easier to retake, having both of those initiators posted up in B and mid respectively makes that easier of a task. Brimstone usually a decent anchor in and of himself, and you can already see the sky smokes being placed towards short time and time again. But Dunwoody Hawks will be grouping up for this B hit once more. They already have the target for the initial contact, and will be breaking out that of the opposite pick.
30 seconds left.
Takes away. That's a very deep nano swarm. Just pushes Fix crew off the angle. Second one destroyed though. The player's still not pulling the marker, pulling the trigger on the execution. They finally will though as they come through. Only the Brim Inspire just between a wall of smoke. The defender Killjoy. Lockdown coming through. The flash not supporting quite well. It is Dunwoody Hawks. Unit Varsity doing the damage here as they start to move in. You need to deny the plan, but you can't do so. Song is a little bit late there, does get a double kill on the left. I see Easy Twins as unfortunately work out the retake just that much better for North Park Vikings.
Ah, but you expect it to be at the same time, Kyra. They used 3 different ultimates there to to deal with the threat of B when you already have the players in position to take them out. So we'll have to see what effect that ultimate investment will have in the long run for them here, because it's going to take a while to bring them back online, especially the null command being 8 points and Fixed Crew having used the lockdown, finding a couple kills to make it easier. And of course, if they can continue to do so, it won't be a problem. But yeah, not exactly sparingly there. Very happy to put everything on the line to be finding that round.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
The investment, I guess, now looking to be in, I get the favour of Dunwoody Hawks Varsity with the ultimates that they can invest. Especially with the fact that they are slowly starting to get in towards their ultimate cycle. It seems as if the Phoenix just holding from heaven going to be in a very tough position if they are caught out. But no, it's not heaven, it's hell. And that's just the worst place of them all, as they've not cleared out Song. The Julius does the business. The Phoenix coming up once again, Hazard.
Now on this A defense, they've got 2 different mollies, both the Hot Hands and Incendiary, that they can use to just slow down the push to a walking pace and enable the rotate to come in. We're already seeing Fixed Crew move in towards short, but eventually peel off as a nano for 2 of those 4 lanes, which are split up here as yet another kill is found. And all 3 players currently restricted to main as the Hot Hands will continue to hold them at bay. Looking low on ideas, and this isn't the first time that we've seen Dunwoody Hawks on their attacking side leave it down to the very last 15 seconds or so to actually make that push materialize.
Players just
30 seconds left.
Out, just making the North Park Vikings think twice. And I think the feed just
I believe it has. But if we just sort of imagine for a moment, you have both initiators still up as things do suddenly rectify themselves. They've got some decent utility to be using. You have both of those regenerative pieces in the form of the recon and of course the 0 point, as well as Song is just patiently holding onto this angle. It feels as if time has frozen and we're just waiting for that peak to come in. It has done. Some kills have happened and Song has in fact fallen, but there's no time left on the clock. North Park or Dunwoody Hawks, I should say, leaving it a little bit too long as they have done in rounds prior. And yeah, that will just be finishing things up.
Yeah, I think Dunwoody Hawks at this moment in time are really struggling in terms of what they can invest in the next round and just deciding to save up what they had. I think only 1 rifle is what's got through. Would have been a pretty decent, I guess, transfer, I guess conversion if they got, would have been at least 4 rifles looking at this round, but the ping's already coming out on towards that A main position has if you look towards the map, and I'm wondering if that means there's going to be a little bit of a brawl.
That it might be. Same familiar faces that you expect holding down from A main, of course. Both of those players, the Grim and the Phoenix, one of them already dropping, so he's found the entry, and yet again it's just that ice cold play as it sorts around. So we know where both of these teams are playing from now, right? It's North Park Vikings in the lead on Dunwoody Hawks map pick as they're trying to, make this retake happen.
Hunter's Fury coming through, just pinging away. I think there was at least a couple there caught in that last spark as the spike did go down. And with that being said, everybody getting in on the mix. It's Chewy to find Fixed Crew. I mean, that's 3 people there. Block coming in as well. 1 player left, and it is Jello. And I think are they going to try and combat? And from short does have an operator, not the best to clear out the closed corners, has it? And obviously at this point, yep, we are waiting, just still holding that angle.
Yep. Are they, aren't they? Only time will tell. Yet again, it's another angle held. And Jello should just be looking to go for the save angle here, the most mature of the decisions. And Dunwoody Hawks able to find yet another round. Looking at what the setup here as well, you have to say that North Park Vikings have done pretty well for what their comp is. That attacking side game plan is going to be just get as many orbs as you possibly can onto the Phoenix. If you're running in, either taking a kill, which is obviously the best of the 2 eventualities, or dropping, plus getting that orb every single round, then you'll have the run it back 1 in every 3. And that is essentially how you've got to be playing it. It's the minimum baseline you need to be hitting. On the defense, a lot harder to do so because you're not going to be gifted those opportunities to get the same kind of early control, because on Ascent, the orbs do favor the attackers that much more. We've seen finally a rotating setup. The Killjoy now moving towards A, where the last 2 hits have been prepared for. Yeah, Jello just using this op to hold down mid.
Placing swarm.
Oh
Swarm grenade
god,
out.
unfortunately not able to get anything from it, but as the players slowly start to creep up on B main, this might be a little bit of a fake happening out on A, depending on where the spike goes, or if they do decide to commit from it. I mean, Dunwoody Hawks really playing with the extremities of both sides of the map. Has the Jet yet to dash in, but that's how the KJ utility is, and this is where things will start to get slightly uncomfortable if it does come to it. 0.95 towards the site. There is obviously the uphold and on towards main. Maybe not the best idea to have Jello in this position because the flash won't be able to come out. But on the other side, Rocket with the op, Vikings on towards Blur. Nice little quick scope. Everybody starting to dart towards this side of the map, and I mean, consistently finding these frags. Unfortunately, not able to find on towards Expire, or Inspire, maybe soon to Expire, depending on how things go. And the op really doing work.
Where it was, Inspire does kill them, I think, and now it's Saber trying to just claw things back here as we're seeing the plant go down. 2 versus 3 player advantage for Dunwoody Hawks, and it does favour them looking at the position of Chewy as well, who should be capitalising on Inspire. Most likely. I mean, the setup is good. AZ Twins also has a nice position, and they do, making it a 1 versus 3 and a Jello on that op yet again.
Oh. Lovely shot. Nice little peek. 2 points now out towards the CT position. It sounds like Jello has managed to survive against AZ Twins. Not able to capitalise. 1 versus 1 situation, but nope. On towards Market. AZ Twins finds the kill and converts the round. Dunwoody Hawks Varsity within 1 of their opponents.
Yeah, it's like being in school with one of those guessing games. You know, you ever had those like match of the day sort of comics when you were a kid? And it was like guess where the ball is, and there are a bunch of different circles and you have to guess.
Yeah.
I think, you know, just from that still, you would probably assume that AZ Twins wins it out. Jello taking that angle a little bit wide. The op now out of play. Will still be able to invest into what is almost a full set of rifles if you disregard Song, but with the run it back online, they may just be looking to cause some early pressure here and take some space away from Dunwoody Hawks. But that's just my guess. We'll have to find out.
I wonder what the American equivalent would have been to like match of the day. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know. They have like the NFL show here, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure in NA you have to pay for pretty much every single TV program except for like what, like NBC or something like that. I don't know if they have a sport channel. Maybe.
I think like I think yeah. Okay. Fire kicking out towards C, but I guess you don't need to pay for Twitch, but
yeah, that is true. I actually think I have the answer for you, Cairo.
Okay,
I think it's the scoreboard with Hudson JC and Kentucky Cars.
Don't remind me of that. Don't remind me of that. And Rocket reminding Song of what's going on in this map. Now look at this. Remember, on towards the set, pretty even map, and Dunwoody Hawks looking to even it all out.
Yeah, Song instead gets the sweet release of death there. Not quite able to. Jello peeking out onto a flashed Rocket who pulses a shot in towards Swarm. Oh, actually just sends himself inside the site with a Blade Storm. Quick 1-for-1 trade, but still Dunwoody Hawks the ones in the lead in terms of player numbers, and they will continue to add to that. Yet another 1vx scenario, this time onto the shoulders of Inspire. No lurk to worry about in mid, but you know the conditioning is there that a player would do so, and that worry may just force them to save, but you know goes for it, can't win out, and it will be a level half. On that note, I believe we will be going to a break because this one, I mean, while the players in game are having a decent time, I guess on both sides, as the scoreline is in fact level, making something out the madness, it's a little more difficult for us on our end. So we'll be going to a quick tactical break, but when we return, hopefully everything will be resolved.